Hey everyone, it's Frank Sutler from Top Calls. Thanks for tuning in here. It's May 1st. Yesterday was Pennsylvania's opener. I was able to share a fantastic hunt yesterday with my 74-year-old father. Had a great time. Fortunately, I harvested the bird. He did not. It came in behind us. Some things went a little south for him. But we still shared a great experience, one I'll remember for a long time. But it's May 1st, and I'm heading up to New Hampshire. I packed up last night. I got in my car this morning. It's about 8:30 in the morning, and I'm headed out. So I'm alone, so my filming's not good when I'm not alone, so I can't imagine how terrible it's going to be when I'm trying to do this by myself. But I'm hoping to bring you guys some half decent stuff from up there, and stay tuned. Hopefully I get something that's watchable. Thanks for joining us. Just give you an update. I entered New Hampshire. I've been driving for about 30 minutes, got about 45 more minutes to go. Give you a little background on this spot. Last year I found this on the last day of a 3-day hunt. It's in the northern zone. I had already harvested my bird in the northern zone, but I was just doing a little bit of scouting. There was a lot of turkeys in there last spring. It's one of them spots that I've kind of been thinking about almost every day, all year long, so a lot of anticipation to actually go in and hunt it. I kind of got things laid out on Onyx, how I want to go about it. Excited. It's been haunting me. I'm going to try to roost in there this evening and see what happens. So stay tuned, and hopefully I'll get a little bit of roost action here in a few minutes. So I'll be back in a bit. So you can't make this stuff up. I'm standing here getting to put my clothes on to go for a walk, to go roost, and I keep thinking I hear a turkey scratching or a squirrel or something, and I look down, and about 70 yards from where I'm standing right now there's a hen in this little dip. So that's how my roosting started. So I got a hen right here. I'm going to finish putting my boots on, and I'm going to walk down. There's like an old snowmobile path. I'm going to walk down in there, listen across that valley. So stay tuned. That hen actually that I just saw, she just made her way out into this pasture, so I kind of am interested to watch her and see where she goes. It might give me an indication. Now there's 3 hens. I'm sorry, I see 3 now. I'm not sure. I'm just going to try to view this out the window here and see if you can pick them up. I'm going to kind of be interested to see where they roost. No gobbler with them. But I don't really want to walk down through there and spook them out of there. Or on the other hand, that may not be a bad idea. But we'll give it a minute, see what happens. So the hens work their way up the hill. Up like behind the landowner's house. And I'm walking down the trail where I wanted to be to listen. And we're about 5 minutes from the moment of truth here. See what this country has to offer. So I've been waiting a year for this. See what happens.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
I hope you can hear that. Looks like I can access them. Have to go through a little bit of thick stuff tomorrow morning. I'm not sure if they're going to want to come to this field or not, but I'm not going to give them the choice. I'm going to get on the ridge with them early. If they come to the field, I can always work them after that. But right here actually looks like a pretty good entrance if I'm not too close. So, all right, we got something going for tomorrow morning. I will check out and see you then. So gang, it's about 3:30 in the morning. Temperatures dropped about 43 degrees. It was about 72 yesterday here, but everything looks calm. Supposed to be a front coming in, a little bit of rain later, but I think we'll definitely be okay for a while. We're gonna head over. It's about 20 minutes to where we gotta go. Breaks daylight a little bit earlier. I found this close to the East Coast, so we are gonna head over and made a game plan for those birds last night. There's a little field comes off of that point that they roosted on, so I'm thinking I'm going to try to get set up in that field. Not the field that we were in when we roosted, but there's another little field that we didn't get to. I talked to my contact here. He's hunted this a lot, and he suggested that's probably where they're going to head to. So stay tuned here a little bit. We're going to hopefully have some action. Hey gang, it's about 4:22 in the morning. I'm over where I want to be for this morning's hunt. I got a good 20-minute walk, I'll bet, to get down to where I want to be. The good news is I think I'm going to be far enough away from the birds. I'm not going to disturb anything going in. So getting ready to exit the vehicle and gear up, walk down in there, and give this a go. If nothing else, we should at least hear some pretty good gobbling from the roost. Just fingers crossed that they come our way and I don't screw up the video, because that's more than likely exactly what's going to happen. So these turkeys are roosted right behind me. They're on a piece of property that we aren't allowed to hunt. I'm against a stone wall right here. And there's a little field right out in front of me. I'm thinking they're going to want to come to that field. When they get to that field, I can shoot them. This is where I'm allowed to be. So I have a pretty good setup here, but they're almost going to have to walk right by me to get into that field. So it's going to be a little sketchy. I got this rock wall to protect me, so they're not real far. We're in the game for sure, so I'm going to start making a couple little chuckles here and see what happens. Stay tuned. So as soon as I turned off the camera, I heard some wing beats back behind me. I'm pretty sure that gobbler is dead, just off the property over there. I took a walk down the line, but I couldn't see him. And I don't really want to go over there. It's not my bird. And I don't want to get arrested over looking for somebody else's dead turkey. In hindsight, I should have shot it and gave it to that guy, or I don't know how that would have worked, but I'm gonna start creeping back out of here, call my way out. You never know. But I don't believe that guy. I don't believe he killed anything there. So, alright, stay tuned. I'm gonna get out of here. A little update. I gave that area about 20 minutes, half hour. And I walked over to where that guy shot at him, where I saw him go, most of them. I hit a call, and there's a bird right down over the hill. Now, he's not gobbling and everything, but he's not real far, so I'm going to give him a shot here and see if I can bring him through this plowed field. But I thought they might crank back up if I gave him a little bit of time, so we'll see what happens. So it's about 9:30. I spent all morning in there chasing birds. It's about the most action I've had. Not had one in range in a long time. I had a lot of fun. It was entertaining. As you'll see, that guy, it wasn't his fault. He came in behind me after I was in there, and he set up. Neither of us had any idea the other was there. No fault. I believe what happened was he shot a little too far at the turkeys, and I think he shot 3 or 4 shots. I don't know what you're allowed to have up here. I only ever put 3 in. But he shot a bunch. After he left, I messed with them for a while. Went for a walk, tried to give them some time to get around them. Heard another one clear across the power line. He was screaming. Then when I got over there, he kind of shut down for whatever reason. I thought he was a done deal. I thought it was going to be a lot of fun, but not the case. So we're back at the truck, our car. I'm going to regroup. Probably going to go over there where we were last night, where I saw those hens, and go for a little walk down in there. So stay tuned. So I regrouped a little bit and drove back over here where I began yesterday, where those 3 hens were in this ditch right here. And sure enough, those 3 hens are right back out in that pasture, all by themselves. That's bizarre, but I'm going to go in here and just spend the rest of the morning. See what happens down in this valley here, and give it a shot. I'll keep you posted. So I got down in this new spot, walked probably half a mile, just hit a call. I had one cut me off. It's in an awful spot. It's just so thick. He's not far. So he's still gobbling like crazy. He's not far now. I'm going to try to get set. Man, I hate that stump right there. God dang. doesn't want to come up here. Take off, get up, circle around him one more time, see what happens this time. He's down over more than he was, so another move. Here we go. Holy moly. Oh, wow. I don't know if you're going to see anything. Oh, that bird. We got down in here. First, let me go get him. I'm gonna go get him. Oh. Oh man, I think he's a double-bearded turkey. I do. So we had quite a morning. Oh, that is a double-bearded turkey. That's the second one I've killed this year. I think I've killed 2 in my whole life, and I got 2 this year, which is crazy. Whew. So we all know what happened this morning. It was craziness. Got into this spot. This is where I originally have been dying to go since last year, and walked in, just walking, calling, even stopped for a little bit, and even put that camera in my backpack because it was just turned into a big pain in the butt. And we're walking in, and I'm sure you guys have done it, but I hit a call, and they gobble, and they're so close as you're calling, you don't know what if you heard it or if you didn't. So I called again, and sure enough, he was 80 yards. But as you can see, it is thick. I mean thick. Saplings, pine, just nasty thick. That's some force right there. Okay. So nasty thick. Let me start over. Hold on, let me get that stupid bird. This is one thing I don't really ever do enough is I'm normally not by myself or normally in a hurry. It's nice just to kind of chill out after a hunt. And this was a good one. So just a little backstory. The morning got screwed up. I was chasing birds all morning. Left that spot. Came over here. This is where I originally wanted to be. This is where I tried to roost last night, but I didn't get around this far last night. I was probably 300 yards back. This kind of lays. There's a big point here. And if there's any turkeys on this back side, you would never hear them. So now I know that. I've never really been in here, but now I do. So I'm walking, calling. I had a call, and he cut me off, but it was one of them deals where if you don't have somebody else with you, you're like, what was that? You know, and I was sure it was a turkey, but you don't know where it come from, you don't know anything. So I hit another call. He gobbles. He's 80 yards, but he is in this mess, as you'll see in the video. I mean a mess. And there's a road going through it, so I thought, well, maybe he'll come out to this road. So we are there waiting, or I'm there waiting, and I was hanging out, and I could hear him spitting and drumming. He stopped gobbling eventually. Just that was enough. No more gobbles. And I laid down in front of the camera at one point. I just laid down because I thought he might come right at us through this thick stuff. And I hate shooting offhand, and I hate being up in the middle of a road. So I laid right down on my belly. I don't know if you'll see it on the video or not, but you could hear it. And then I didn't hear him for a long time. I didn't hear him spitting, didn't hear him drumming, didn't hear him doing anything. So I sat back up because it starts to hurt my neck after a while because I'm old. And all of a sudden, to my left here a little bit, I heard, and it was fairly close. So I hurried up and got back down on the ground in front of the camera, tried to move the camera. I don't know what you're going to see. You probably aren't going to see anything. All of a sudden I look out and I just see him. I heard him walking. I saw him. He came out of a strut and there was a stump out there. And he was going behind that stump. I didn't want to shoot through all that stuff. He went behind that stump and I moved my gun to get my gun ready, and he saw me and he jacked his head up, and he was 25 yards, and I mowed some trees down, but got plenty in him. Double-bearded turkey, second double-beard of the year for me. I got one in Michigan and now one here. I'd only ever killed two, I think, in my life, and I got two in the same year, so that's pretty cool. But I hope he can see something on video, but if not, I apologize. I told you I'm terrible, but this wasn't my doing. This was the turkey's doing. But what a hunt. Really enjoyed it. So this bird is a northern New Hampshire bird, so I won't be able to take another one in northern New Hampshire. I'll have to go south, which, lucky for me, is only a few miles from here. I'll have to talk to my buddy that lives here, and he'll get me on some birds, I'm sure. So either that or I'm going to drive over into Maine this evening. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I hope it comes out a little bit. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you on the next go-round. So I'm off to get this bird checked in. You can telecheck it, or you can check it in at a regular check-in station, and I'd rather do that just to make sure everything's on the up and up. Then I think I'm going to take off and go up and do some scouting in Maine. I think that's going to be my evening project if I can stay awake, which I feel really good right now after that adrenaline pump. First, I'm going to go into Maine and get a lobster roll or two. My wife will not be happy about that. I'll see you soon.